Hey guys, and welcome to my stimulus package update and stimulus check update. Wow, I haven't said those words in so long. I want you guys to know that I missed you more than you missed me, and I'm happy I'm back here for you with another video just to give you my perspective on everything that's been going on.
There's a large effort underway to revive the monthly stimulus checks, as entrepreneur.com or Entrepreneur Magazine here says. I used to get Entrepreneur Magazine actually. Now I don't actually get any magazines because it's all online. As the child tax credits, they're what they're talking about here. But also there's actually a push for monthly checks for adults as well, known as the EITC, the Earned Income Tax Credit, which is actually for low-income adults. It's actually the adult version of the child tax credits. So there's actually efforts underway to revive the monthly stimulus checks known as the child tax credits. Because honestly, you can get the child tax credits without working at all. Some families get them literally just for having a kid without doing anything else. I mean, you don't, in some cases, don't need to have a job, you don't need to work, you don't need to do anything but have a child. So in some cases, it's literally the definition of a stimulus check on a monthly basis, right? And really, there's a large push underway for a version of these monthly checks as well for adults as well. I believe the child tax credits cost about $200 billion last year, if I'm correct. I have to look up the exact number off the top of my head. But remember, there's about $800 billion of unspent stimulus money. And there's actually several different states that are sending out extra checks to adults. I went over in a recent video for both of those groups. Remember, there's the child tax credits, and then there's the adult tax credits known as the earned income tax credits for low-income adults, okay? There's multiple different states sending these out. If you've been watching my channel here on a daily basis, you know, I've been literally covering this here. All sorts of different states sending out different sets of money here. Stimulus checks on the state level, extra bonuses for children, child tax credits on the state level, adult tax credit money on the state level. That's for low-income adults. It's called a adult tax credit. We have state stimulus checks, we have state stimulus programs, we have tax rebates, we have states getting rid of or pausing their gas taxes, so many different programs. If you've been watching my channel, you kind of realize this. If you're new to my channel, you need to subscribe right now because it's completely free to do so. Just click the subscribe button down below. But there's also a big push going on here for adult tax credits. So, okay, so let me go back here a second. So number one, we have states doing extra bonuses here right now for two things. Child tax credits on the state level. We have multiple different states that have done, let me see if I can bring it up here. Yeah, so I found it here. 8 different states with their own child tax credit programs. And I'll have to see if I can find for you and some details about states that have their own adult tax credit as well. Let me show you this here. You can get up to $1,000 per child here. State number 1, Californians who have low income and work and qualify for in California. If you do and you have a child under age of 6, you may be eligible for the young child tax credit. Up to $1,000 each is available to families who earn under $25,000, while those who earn up to $30,000 get a reduced credit in California. So that's $1,000 per child in California. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. 2, Colorado is rolling out a new child tax credit this year that is similar to federal support. How much you get depends on income and filing status, but the credits are fully refundable, which means they will send you a check whether you owe them money or not. It will be available to Colorado residents to claim on their 2022 Colorado income tax return, but they begin filing in January 2023, so that's for next year. This will be available to incomes with less than $75,000 or $85,000 for married filing jointly. You can get between 5 and 30% of the federal CTC for each child. Idaho families can get $205 per child. It's non-refundable, meaning it will reduce the amount of tax you owe. The credit was originally $130, but has now been expanded. Illinois, households with kids below 17 can get extra child tax credits worth $100 per child. Maine, households can get an extra $300 per qualifying child thanks to the dependent exemption tax credits. Maryland residents with an AGI of less than $6,000 can get an extra $5,000 per child in state child tax credits. Credits are available to families with kids below the age of 17. So again, an extra $500 per child. New York offers support as well. This is a refundable credit. There's several different qualifications, as you can see here on the screen. The New York child tax credit amount is the greater of 33% of the federal child tax credit, or $100 multiplied by the number of qualifying children, whichever is greater. So that can definitely add up. Oklahoma families can get 5% of the federal child tax credit. In addition, the credits are non-refundable. So there's a lot of different states here that offer extra benefits here, extra benefits. I'll see if I can dig up an article about extra benefits for adults as well, for the adult tax credits on the state level. But meanwhile, there's a large push for two things. Number one is an extension of the monthly checks for the child tax credits, and also to expand the adult tax credit, the earned income tax credit for low income adults, which you can claim on a tax return for 2021, now here in 2022, for low income adults. But they want to expand that like the child tax credit got expanded, and pay monthly checks to low income adults. So if you are a low income adult, a senior on fixed income, Social Security, disability, or anything like that, remember exactly what they did with the child tax credits is they started paying out monthly checks. Okay. They can also do that for low income adults and expand the adult tax credits as well. Now, the child tax credits cost about $200 billion a year. So, and remember, that goes out to 60 million children. There's about 60 million adults on Social Security, just as an example here. So ironically, it's around the same amount of number. 60 million children on child tax credit, 60 million adults on Social Security, just as, two examples here, okay? It wouldn't be just Social Security for low income probably, but I'm just kind of using two examples here, okay? But the child tax credits with the monthly checks cost about $200 billion, okay? So they could send out monthly checks and use that $800 billion that's already approved with stimulus money. Okay, remember Stimulus Package 1 and Stimulus Package 2 underneath former President Donald Trump, and Stimulus Package 3 underneath Biden. There's $800 billion there. And they could use this money potentially to pass the child tax credits and a monthly check for adult tax credits, and not even need to fund any new money, because the child tax credit costs around $200 billion, and then the adult tax credits, there'd be enough money to fund both of this, send out support to everybody in need basically, and not even spend any new money. This is money that's been already allocated, already approved, already added to the national debt, and thereby already accounted for inflation, so it really wouldn't add anything to inflation. It's already been money that's printed, already been approved by Congress. They wouldn't need to print any new money, and they could basically just send it out.
Alright guys, this is all I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really missed you. Hopefully I'll see you here again very soon. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on everything we talked about here in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new videos for you. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.